Hey everybody, welcome back to Fever Dream. My name is Jacob, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about Persona, the Phantom X to be exact, the new mobile game that came out. By the time this video comes out, the game will have been out for about 2 weeks in the US. It's no secret that I love the Persona series quite a bit, and so I've been playing a lot of the game so far. I'm not incredibly far in, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about the inspiration for some of the Personas. It's not something that comes up very frequently in the story, necessarily, and you can get by fine in any Persona game without knowing about the inspirations behind any of them, but I think it's something that can enhance your experience of the story quite a bit, especially in the themes that it's trying to build, if you just take a little bit of time and look into it. So I'm going to go over the inspirations for the original Personas, the new characters that are out so far in the US. There are a lot more that aren't available in the US yet, but they'll be coming out over time, so if you're interested in seeing the inspiration behind their Personas once they come out, or even before, let me know you're interested down in the comments below. Anyways, let's get started with our main character's persona. Of course, you can name your protagonist whatever you'd like, but whatever you name him, his code name is always going to be Wonder. Wonder's persona is named, and forgive me for the pronunciation, Janosik, or Janošik? Janosik is named after Žra Janosik, a Slovak highwayman who robbed the rich and gave to the poor, much like Robin Hood. You're going to see a lot of this in some of the future inspirations. Motaha, or Closer's persona, is named Awilda. Awilda, also known as Alvilda, was a Scandinavian princess who abandoned nobility and became a pirate to avoid betrothal. The historicity of the story is disputed at this point, but we know that Awilda at least existed in some capacity. Lufel, or Cattle's persona, is named Robroy. By the way, I hate the codename Cattle. It's stupid, but it apparently has some kind of inspiration here because Robroy is named after Rob Roy McGregor, so I suppose I should probably be pronouncing it Robroy instead of Robroy. Anyways, McGregor was a Scottish folk hero and outlaw. He was often hired to protect cattle from thieves, but defaulted on a loan after his chief herder disappeared with his money. He was evicted and branded an outlaw, at which point he began a long-lasting feud with the Duke of Montrose, his creditor. Minami, or Marion's persona, is named Thalia. Thalia is the eighth of the 9 muses in Greek mythology, who presides over comedy and poetry in particular. Tomoko, or Moko's persona, is named Prosimna. The Greek name Prosimna means to celebrate in song. In Greek mythology, she was the daughter of the river god Asterion, and was one of Hera's nurses. Kaio, or Okean's persona, is named Cleodora. In Greek mythology, Cleodora with a K is a water nymph and one of the 3 Thriae, who are the patrons of bees, explaining her appearance. Miu, or Puppet's persona, is named Nemertes. Her name means unerring or truthful, and she is one of the 50 Nereids, again in Greek mythology. Shun, or Soy's persona, is called Mandrin. Louis Mandrin was a French smuggler, also known as the Robin Hood of France. See, I told you Robin Hood would come up again. He brought goods from Switzerland into the country and sold them without paying taxes, making him very popular with the people. Seiji, or Fleurette's persona, is called Leucothea. In Greek mythology, Leucothea was a woman who became a goddess after throwing herself into the sea. The exact circumstances of it vary between stories, though. Kotone, or Mont's persona, is called Terpsichore, or Terpsichore? I don't know exactly, and I can't be bothered to look it up at this precise moment. My apologies. But Terpsichore, or Terpsichore, is another one of the 9 muses in Greek mythology, the goddess of dance and chorus. She's generally considered to be the mother of sirens. Toshia, or Sepia's persona, is called Gorgyra, who was a nymph that resided in Hades. They were often considered a patron of darkness, poetry, and brewing. Yaoling, or Rin's persona, is named Meng Po. Meng Po is the goddess of forgetfulness and Diu according to Chinese mythology. She ensures that souls are ready to be reincarnated while they do not remember their previous life or their time in hell. Yukimi, or Yuki's persona, is called Styx. The Styx is, of course, the river at the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead in Greek mythology. However, she is also a goddess who sided with the Olympians in their conflict against the Titans, and they honored her by using her name and binding oaths. Oaths sworn on her name cannot be broken for any reason. Leo, or Leon's persona, is called Erythea. Erythea is one of the 3 Hesperides, or nymphs of the West. Her name refers to the color of the setting sun. Haruna, or Riddle's persona, is called Deirdre, who is one of the daughters of Oceanus. Across many writings by different authors, she has been equated to several different goddesses, but she is connected with the Eleusinian mysteries, with her name meaning the knowing one. Last but not least for this video, Kyoshi or Key's persona is called Psyche, who is one of the 8 hamadryads in Greek mythology, representing the fig tree. Personas can have a lot of different meanings and inspirations, though most of them, as you can see from this video, come from some kind of mythology. Persona 5X seems to lean heavily on the Greek inspiration side of things. But I'm half tempted to make another video about some of the previous Personas in the series, like Persona 5, 3, or 4. A deep shame of mine, of course, is that I haven't actually played 4 yet. I'm considering playing Golden right now, or just waiting until the remake comes out. You'll have to tell me what you think about it. But, I mean, we don't know what the remake's like, so it's difficult to form an entire opinion over whether I should play that version or the quote-unquote original. In any case, I love the Persona series a lot. So, again, let me know if you want to hear more about the inspirations or origins for other Personas across the series in another video, or if you want to continue along this route of talking about the Personas in Persona 5X. In any case, thanks for taking some time out of your day to watch this video. Leave a comment down below if you got anything to say to me. Like and subscribe to help me out a lot. And I'll see you back in 2 weeks with my next video. Bye!